So for continuity, I was thinking what I want to do is start in the same position for each of the videos. So we just left the house there and I head up to the barn. There's quite an abundance of fruit trees. So this is a huge cherry tree. Believe that to be apple. The owner was saying that they hardly ever get to enjoy the cherries, specifically because the birds eat them. Same new roof was put on last spring on the barn. A lot of new siding on the barn as well, some new windows. I forget exactly where the owner said that they got this door from, but it's magnificent. It came off of a church. I just don't recall exactly where he said it was. Scoot this out of the way for a moment. So this is essentially the entryway to the barn. And it smells like brand new cedar in here. The flooring is all cement that's been stained. It's relatively level. It does slope just slightly, but not much. It might have been by design, but it feels level. It feels sturdy. You've got the inset recessed lighting as well as kind of the indoor lanterns on the walls there. Lots of windows. So this is what a 1976 barn should look like, right? This is the big dining area. So what I'll do is I'll walk about halfway in just to give you the feel of the space. So I'm standing essentially right in the middle of the barn. There's a huge loft up above, but the owner never really figured out access. So as of right now, there's no way to get up there except for just a ladder. And then I'm going to take one step back. So hopefully you don't fall in love with this light fixture, because that's one of the light fixtures that has sentimental value and they're planning on taking that with them as well. You have a wood burning stove in the adjacent corner to the kitchen. And then I'll do a quick lap through the kitchen. So butcher block kitchen countertops, similar to the home. The home has a stone section near the sink, but the rest is the butcher block. You have a gas access valve there, propane again. And then this large stainless section. Looks like they were intending on putting in some gas range appliances and things like that. Ample outlets around. So the kitchen's just not quite fully finished. One of the things that they weren't able to get to yet. And then this would be the doors are very tall, about 9-foot doors. And then to the left there, that would be the pond, the house over that way, and the yurt. We'll check that out next. There's a dry goods room, or essentially like a prep area in here with a sink. And then essentially this is your wide open space for seating, events, bands, what have you. And then to the left, as I'm walking essentially north, you've got a restroom here. The water's been shut off to this unit and the yurt. Obviously, we'd want to coordinate with the owner to have those switched on before we had an inspection done. It does transition over to a nice faux wood tile from the concrete into the bathroom. Little vanity here. And then a walk-in shower with some lovely stonework. Some portions are unfinished, but it's pretty minor. Definitely has that shabby chic style. And then this would be the door exiting the opposite of the barn doors here, going north, essentially. So do a quick walk around the exterior. Take a few paces this direction. So essentially I'm facing relatively due north. Spin around just to give you the shot of the exterior. A lot of new siding, new roofing. Siding on the barn is definitely more updated than the home, but it would be neat to match this same style for the house. And then I'll give you a shot of the propane tanks over this direction. So this is what they're using for, you know, the gas range and oven. They're not the full-size 10 million gallon, you know, huge propane tanks, specifically because the lines that it would take to run a large tank and the placement of such a large tank would be kind of cost prohibitive. They had originally intended on going solar, and so this was actually left open by design because this was going to house batteries, solar panel generator, and so on. So it has some electrical conduit run. It's ready for hookup more or less. They just never got to that particular level.